murder mystery is recent.
Champ, you better calm your happy ass down. That's what you need to do.
Beat out of them.
What's the word with the politicers? The 22s was sat down with All Facts podcast. He said he ain't ducking no smoke. After the mild back and forth banter online, he sat down and conversed face to face. They grazed over whatever issues they had and addressed everything else and everybody else. Former host was the topic they hung around for the most part. Everybody from Brick to T-Rail and Faux Extra. They asked Adam if he missed extras as a friend or if he missed the numbers at all. Adam pretty much said it's easier in the office without him. He got ridiculous acts from time to time. Shit, you ask me, Coach just trying to test his celebrity. I ain't mad at him. I guess he asked Adam for a band for his hood day. For an outfit.
What's the deal?
Extra
What's the
ain't never had a
deal?
$1,000 fit in his life.
I had to move to
He was
my
probably
other
gonna get
spot,
some
man,
bottles for
because
the
this right
locals.
here,
He don't
man.
drink.
My other spot, I was trying to do live yesterday, and it kept like,
Long
you know
time
what
in
I
the
mean?
works.
Too
Okay,
too
I
high in
teased
the
this
hills,
video.
bro. Too high in the hills. You know what I mean? This right here, my other house is a whole like countryside. Like this house right here, like a whole different scenery, gang. Yeah. And this is countryside. So I didn't went from the hills to the countryside house. You can see a lot more now because that goddamn since it's like what is this fall when everything all the leaves and stuff die, so your grass die, all that stuff. So like when everything start getting leveled down, trying to like make a like a compost pile, you know, when everything die, then when everything starts springing up again, that old grass gonna be like fertilizer. It's gonna be way greener, thicker. That's why they told me not to do nothing. Not to, if you cut it, just leave it there. Don't do that. You know, and make your grass better for the next year. Got a baby lake in the backyard. But like my reception way better though, bro. So that's what it is. Yesterday I just popped out doing a live just to, you know, try something, see where everybody at. But you know how that go. So after that I said bump it. You know, after I tried to go live like 2 times and it kept like, you know, blocking me, just like I be thinking it's like what's that called? You know, I ain't really YouTube like that. Shadow ban. Yep. So what's the deal? What's the deal? Yes. He said the game. So yeah, I be thinking it's shadow ban. You know what I mean? Cause like every time I get to new subjects, they always shut down my lives. So I said bump it yesterday. You know, since they shut down my lives 2 times, or maybe I was too high in my heels. Cause there's a lot of, you know, rich people where I'm at. There's rich people over here too. This is the country house. The other house where I did it live yesterday, when I was so high up in the hills, it wouldn't let me get no reception. I'm sitting right next to the Wi-Fi box. It would not, like, it only had one bar, and then I went so far. I ain't never did this. I used my other phone to see if my live was uploading. And then after the second time, on the third time, I tried to reload yesterday and go on my live, because every time I get to the best part of the story, everybody know, all my followers know, when I do a live and I get to the best part of the story, coincidentally, my live goes short. And you know who it always turn off on? Whack 100. When I start mentioning Adam, my live go off. When I start talking about Munchie B too much, my live go off. Brick Baby, they don't care about Brick Baby. I could talk about Brick Baby. I could talk about Compton Rick Rock. I could talk about anybody I want to, and they're not gonna cut my live short. But certain brothers in the industry, on the dead homies, nigga, that shut me down. That's why I said this is Say Less Moments TV. You better like, comment, subscribe, because when I pop in, I pop in. When I'm out, I'm out. But yesterday, I got a whole lot of DMs from a whole lot of big YouTubers. On my short video about Anhefe and Spiderloaf. Oh, my boy. I told you, I really be doing this YouTube thing. I be in and out. I did that 10 minute to some odd change video. Man, I got toxic media. I got fucking 600. I got Spider Load, and other smaller podcasters on in different states. They was like, bruh, they the reason why they told me, hey, Spider posted you up last night. I was like, what? They was like, yeah, man, he big up and you, woo, this and that. So I watched the video with Spider Load, and yeah, he know I'm telling the truth. Niggas know who telling the truth, who ain't. I don't need no homies. But the only thing I don't respect is not to say I don't respect what's the deal, Neptune the Goon. What's up, Red? So one thing I can say that I don't respect, but my don't respect don't mean nothing, is him going out his way to prove to Aunt Hefe that he from there. You gotta remember, bro, proving to Aunt Hefe is like proving it to the police. You like, oh, Neptune, you took it way off the bridge. No, you own no jumper. No jumper. Adam 22, his dad was best friends with the motherfucking president of the United States. Bill Clinton was his dad's best friend. So, with you being connected in a long distance, but not too long distance way, the presidents and their friends, they have to keep tabs on. They want to know who's around their president. They want to know who's friends with them, who's their family, all that. So when Brick and Loose Cannon went to jail, it was put out there between Wack and Adam 88. They said it on a live. They said the feds were using what content was used on Yo No Jumper for their case. That's why Loose Cannon facing 35 years. Facts. And Loose Cannon, I told him to his face he wasn't from his hood. I told him on Nina Boy he wasn't from 6-0. And that's when he said, fuck my hood. And I was like, oh yeah, I can't even say fuck your hood because you ain't even from that hood. If you watch the live, I mean, it's a little investigation. I know one day I'm going to pop up and probably get famous, more famous than what's needed to be, because I sure ain't trying to be. But then somebody going to dig up my archives. All them real YouTubers, the real YouTubers that y'all watch with the big platforms, they watch people like me. Facts. They even told me, hey, Neptune, you did put the business out there on them lives and stuff like that. Like they said, yeah, your lives, you don't make as much money on your lives. You telling the truth about YouTube, but they ain't gonna say, how much they making. But they said, Neptune, you telling the truth about making money on YouTube. But they said, two of them told me today, or 3:40 in the morning. We'll put it exact time. 3:40 in the morning when I was knocked out. They called me and told me, hey, Neptune, you right about YouTube, but it's about, you got to do videos more and you make more money off of videos. They said that's how yeah. They said that's how Baby B Braids, they say he might not be making, that might be counterfeit of what he made through the month, but they say you do get more money by posting videos more than lives. So that's what I'm on now. So yeah, that's what it is. So Neptune the Goon back in the building. And then shout out my moderator, Heaven. He told me too this morning, he was like, man, F the money, just bump it and keep going. You know what I mean? And that's what I needed when I woke up. And then another thing with Spider Loke last night, when he did my live, like at first it was kind of shaky. I ain't gonna lie to you, it was kind of shaky. It's 7 minutes already on the gang. Swear to God about Baba. But yeah, so I'm gonna do it regardless. Yeah, two big podcasters last night told me that Neptune, just keep shooting your videos. Your videos is what's gonna make the money. It still is 14 to 15 minutes. It still is 1 million views, but you get more money off videos than lives. Now, I stopped doing videos because my lives was giving me thousands on thousands of views, but then maybe like 3 or 4 of mine would hit like 2K, and I was mad. I was like, damn, man, it's almost like you wasting your breath by like even doing it, because like to keep doing it, yeah, for sure. I know I'm early. What is it right now? Oh yeah, y'all almost 5:30 right now. Yep, it's 5:30 right now. You said almost off of work, man. Sheesh, man. It's like out here, man. Out here, man. I ain't called around for different little jobs just to see how much they paying on different jobs. Do you know it's $10 an hour out here in Georgia? Minimum wage is $10 an hour, gang. I was thinking about here, how is a person to survive $10 an hour? Y'all still Georgia is still stuck in slavery mode, bro. I'm from Cali. I respect the trees. I respect the deers that be walking around. I be like this, like I'm at a zoo, like, damn, y'all see that deer? They be like, yeah, they be here. I be like, damn, it's a lot of trees. Like I said, I could go across the street right now at the house that I'm at right now, my other house. I can go across the street right now and go cut a Christmas tree. Facts. I could take my city boy, city slicker, Inglewood, California butt across the street with my chainsaw and go cut me a tree that don't look like a Charlie Brown. I could cut a tree tall as Shaq. And ain't nobody gonna be on shit. It's like where I'm at, across the street is like buildings, but right next to it, it's about, I wouldn't say, it's about 2 football fields of all pine trees. Ever since I moved here, I ain't gonna lie. Seeing 2020 first 48 and stuff like that. Like how we be saying, like you be seeing them shows and you from the city and you be like, oh yeah, they ducked them off in the woods by the marsh and it was over there by the lake and this and that and wild animals was doing something to them by the time the police found them. Yep, I get that eerie feeling every time I walk by that bush area. Cause anything could be in there, bro. Any animal, anything could be up in there and they could be on one. That's why I love having the Rottweilers. Yep. And then unlike Ebony used to like to go far from me, sniffing around and I'm older now. I'm not finna chase no motherfucking Rottweiler. So whoever they get got because we be in the wilderness. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, what is you doing here? You feel me? But Champ, nobody. Champ stays right next to me and he's a sniffer. Now he'll go out. Perfect example. The last time I took Champ on a nature walk, probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, like right before Thanksgiving, on the dead homies, this what he did. This nigga found a dead cat. Yeah, for real, Bigfoot. Wow, yeah, for real. I be thinking Bigfoot for real, for real. On my mama, I think Bigfoot is a real. I think he a science project that went left back in the day when people were trying to do mutation. And I think that it wasn't that many of them, but it was enough to have male and females, and maybe we could say a good 6 to 8 of them got away, pairs. And yeah, I believe in Bigfoot. Real shit. First off, who goes out of their way to make shit like that up? And then who goes out their way and put their family at risk and their whole facial and everything to tell a story about what's what? Perfect example. I seen this white dude. He was a grandpa. He was with his wife and he was with his 2 grandkids, dead homies. And at night, he said his granddaughter likes to look at the animals, like they leave little food out, and they like to see the animals, the little deers and stuff. And it's the what's that called? Night vision cameras. So you can see it, but it's in that black and white. You can see the glaring of the eyes. You can make out what it is. So he ran it one night, and he was showing the Grand Canyon, all type of shit. It was nice. I was like, damn, they in the middle. They off the grid, bro. Like if something go bad for them, like it's time to go to the hospital, somebody ain't gonna make it. Especially with him being a grandpa. Bro. So he played. Somebody told me to go look at this. So he playing the video, and you can see Antelope coming up there eating the little apples off the table and this and that. And I swear to God on my mama, nigga, it was two tall motherfucking beings that was taller than his Jeep Cherokee standing up. You could only see their eyes. Their eyes was like fucking mini the minions. They had the two goggles. They had a strap across, and it looked like they had some kind of white jumpsuit, like to take the air, but you could see through them. Dead homies. That shit wasn't no motherfucking that shit wasn't no that shit wasn't no prop. You know why I know? Cause look, when the nigga walked up to the window with them goggles, his reflection was in the Jeep's thing. Then on top of that, the nigga vanished inside the Jeep without even opening the goddamn door. Then the nigga popped up on the other side of the car because he was so tall. Dead homies, nigga, I seen this shit. I ain't lying, this is a fact. Then another weird ass clear motherfucker with the Minions glasses came and walked up to him, and they didn't have hands, bro. It was like sleeves, like you know how them hood rats in your hood don't know how to wear their sweaters right, and they wear their sleeves all over their hands and be walking around looking stupid and stuff, like the motherfuckers that be trying to sell cars and shit. Yeah, that nigga hands was just like that, and that nigga was just walking. Boop, boop, boop. It wasn't no human walk, bro. Dead homies, that wasn't no human walk. That motherfucker was like, and then he seen his friend. And then it was like, they walked so fast, like, before you know it, he was there. He was there. And it was popping up. And then they both looked at each other like, what is this? What kind of device is this? They didn't know if it was a car or what. They was looking at the electronics, the intelligence on the motherfucker, nigga. Man, I watched that bitch like 20 times that night, nigga. Got chills every time I see it. No, that shit was not fake. I'm not no nigga be played like that. Okay, another example. How many of y'all in the chat seen when that big old thing landed with the aliens in Las Vegas with the Mexicans that speak of no English? How many people seen that when it first came out because they took it off the internet? Well, I seen it, and if you ain't seen it, let me tell you how that story go. I seen it ASAP Rocky. I knew it was gonna get took down. The Mexicans in there chilling in a wooden little bungalow in the back house, like you say, like a little garage, and it had a little door, and it was open, and it had a little crack, like the way they put it up, you could tell the Mexicans put it up together because it was like small little cracks where you could see through it, and then the wood was like, you know, like recycled wood or leftover wood, to where like they probably built that shit off a pallet, because one of the wood thing, it was solid, but then it had that little curve from the ring, but it was out, it was missing, which makes a hole in the slot. Nigga on the dead homies. Nigga, I seen that little ass motherfucker with them little ass fingers, and I seen that nigga big ass eyes. Nigga, that shit was just like Men in Black on the dead homies. And then on the side, you could see a tall motherfucker over 7 feet tall, skinny than a motherfucker walking by. And then behind the tractor, it was a motherfucking it was another motherfucking alien behind the tractor. You know how big a big industrial tractor is that they be using on the side of the freeway? That nigga was taller than that. Facts. So just like they be hiding stuff with Diddy, just like Diddy had that video hid when he was whooping on Cassie all them years, man, pay the right price. Everybody is shut the fuck up. I'm the dead homies. That's what everybody work for, right? That's what you go to school for. That's what you go to work for, right? To get your dividends. Yeah, to get your money on. Yeah. So to shut the fuck up, you ain't gotta work no more. Nope, I didn't see it. And then you don't even know where these people go. All them Pisces, at first, he was doing interviews, telling people, yes, they were aliens. Man, they paid that brother. We ain't seen that fool since. We have not seen or heard from that Mexican and his family since. And the way that you could tell their reaction was original. They didn't know what the fuck was back there. And then this brave motherfucking Paisa tried to walk up to the big one behind the tractor. They was like, hey, he's right there. He's right there. Yeah, big old monster fucking, the AMPM monster, big fake body having ass. Hell yeah, I believe it. It's real. It's real. But one thing I know that ain't real, the internet. And if you ever notice, the internet, they not gonna give you the views you want when you tell the truth. They'll give me the views I want telling the truth on a live. They don't give me the views I want when I do videos. This whole world is an illusion. All of us, I know we in a simulation. I know we in a simulation. And then tell me this. If the sun is so bright and is so far from planet Earth, why does it ever get dark? I understand the world's turning. That's cool. But just put a ball and take a flashlight in the dark. When that sun hits that ball, it hits the whole surface and behind it. So even if we're on the dark side of the turn, how does it ever get pitch black? Y'all ever see that movie with Jim Carrey? Where his whole life was being watched and he the only one didn't know? Now, you gotta wonder, all those pharaohs and kings that died in the pyramids with all them drawings, why was it so important to be wrapped up like a mummy and smell good and die with servants and gold, whatever trinkets as gifts to the other side? Why do you think they died with that? Because they know this ain't it. What they believed it was, if I die with all this, when I rise to the other side, I still become royalty. Nah, that's the physical stuff of this world. No. That does not make your wealth. I believe all of us is down here to pass the test of being here, but not being of here. You see, the good die young, the bad get away with everything. So we think. When you go and be the Grim Reaper, you get the worst embarrassment. Just like I used to say in the hood. How the fuck I been to the pen 3 times and you call yourself my big homie and you ain't even been but nothing to county jail. Just the county jail. And I'm talking about county jail lids. You wasn't never fighting no cases. It's all an illusion. Your report card is what got you here. I mean, what's gonna keep you from coming back here. You ever see why they say shooting stars and all these things popping, this and that? Then you get them stories of people say, yeah, when this person died, you know, these little sparkle flickers of light, you know, shooting stars, all that stuff. That's where we go to, bro. You know when they say, come to the light, come to the light. Why you think in Poltergeist they kept telling you come to the light? The sun is where we go. We know so much, we don't know nothing. All of us recycle. And the main way you get recycled is if you didn't do it right while you was here the last time. Then you got some people just like that movie that don't want to come back. They want to stay where they at up here. Wherever here is, existence. Nobody, just soul. We all is in a costume. I don't give a fuck. You always wonder why the biggest dudes have the littlest heart. And you be like, how you so big but you so scary? He got put in a body. No matter who he was, he just got put in a shell. I mean, you know, that's just what it was. He's not no particular special person. You got people that's 6'8" that don't play no basketball. Why? They feel like a little guy. in mind, body, and spirit. Why you got transgenders? A girl inside a boy body can't get right. You in a shell. This is all an illusion. You can take it back to 607 up. I agree with him. All booty is booty. It's all weird. And me personally, I don't like hitting no booty because that's the Duke shoot. And if the bitch ain't cleaned right, man, it's all bad. Who wants some motherfucking chocolate stankin' shit on your shit? Especially me. I ain't small. Shit, I'm gonna be like, you been eating corn, huh? Greens? You didn't do none of no cleaning? I am the plumber. What the fuck? That's why I don't like to go in no cheeks. Dead homies. I don't like to go in no girl cheeks. Nigga, if you ain't clean right, it's all bad. So, just like I said, just like 607 up, all cheeks is the same cheeks. It ain't no girl cheeks, booty hole, and a man's booty hole. It's the same booty. What's the difference? The front, but not the back. Hey, I am speaking for myself. Who else can I speak for? I don't like that. Now, I have seen some girls, and I did twice. With the I had to strap up though, but they was clean. But I used to think like, what if it wasn't? What if it wasn't? Man, I'll be pulling out chocolate and all kinds of old infested. Ugh. That's bacteria in the worst way. And then I think that's how all the diseases go around because some females and a lot of Negroes don't be taking care of their hygiene like they supposed to. That's why they get boo-bopped in the back in jail because you don't know how to keep yourself up. You smell like a wild wolf. I done seen people in the county jail buy food all the time and ask the homies for deodorant. Hey, do your thing. Kevin Gates do the same shit. When Kevin Gates first came out the pen, he was booty, 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 eat the booty, 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 booty. I was like, oh, I know what he was on in jail because he think about it too much. And then later on down the line, they say he was a bandit, allegedly. But I can see it, Odo. I can see it, Odo. And then, what's so crazy about it, you come pushing the Muslim movement. Boy, you know them real Muslims? Them real ones that know you a Bati boy, they don't care how big you is. They got a 12-year-old with a cannon. And they know how to reload and use that bitch. Yes, sir, ski. So, Muslim you are, but you came out rapping booty, 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 booty. That's why all them girls was coming to that nigga shows. That's how Kevin Gates made it. Talking about eating the booty. Oh yeah, loose cannon. Sweetie pie. Softer than a powdered donut. Soft like 1,000-count shredded sheets. Soft like marshmallows. Sweetie! Yeah, that nigga gone. Ha! Told your bitch ass. Yeah, nigga. And I told you wasn't from 6-0. You bitch. Yeah. This ain't no regular podcast. I know them niggas. And I told them to their face before they went to jail. Brick baby. Loose coochie drips. Yeah, all them niggas. Sweetie pies. Talking like a motherfucker. And then brick baby. This what makes you get demoted even more. You let a nigga play with your hood on camera. What, you did it for the money? That means you sold out. Just like you rubbed that baby oil all over your body when Diddy first got locked up. When you was over there with 607 Unc is the drunk and the punk. Crackhead, shall we say? It ain't alleged. He said he smoked crack. It's bad. But it is what it is. And shout out 607. I seen he did what he said he was gonna do. He got up off No Jumper and start his own podcast. And I ain't gonna lie, man, I don't watch all of it, but I watch some of it, and it's entertaining. That's why he getting views. It ain't about content. You gotta entertain people. You gotta get your Martin Lawrence song. You gotta get your what's his name? Mike Epps on. Like, you know what I mean? My biggest views on my lives was when I was roasting people in the chat. All my biggest views with all my comments and stuff like that came from me roasting people in the chat with bogus. And then I used to call them out by name, because I go look up the main person that's doing all this is talking. They don't have a face to their page, and they got 1 to 6 subscribers, all of them. That's why I got to the point I said, how in the hell do I argue with 6 whole followers? They're probably your relatives. Bro, in 1 month, I blew through over 1,200 subscribers. In 1 month. In 1 month. In 1 month. But I know my antics is up there. My sisters, my brothers, my mama always told me, you talk just like that Asian lady, just like that Louisiana chicken. That's crazy. My dad be say it again. Pork fried rice, okay. Yeah, that's what she used to say. Okay, and next, what pork fried rice, okay. Hong Kong pot chicken. Yeah, that's how they talk. Yeah, homies. My mom used to be like, stop. She gonna spit our food, T. Stop. The meek shall inherit the earth. I don't know if that's true. You seen what Diddy did to become successful. He downed everybody that he put on and had traction, and found a way to get him out the way to step up that ladder. Y'all see that Diddy? That Netflix? Diddy a cold, but you always gotta remember this. Every story comes with a narrative. That's why when I was watching it with other people and they was making their comments, I said, yeah, but there's a narrative to this story. Everything, because he could say this, and then they could put an instant with him on making the band and him going crazy and saying some crazy stuff. Well, you do know he was running a show. Just like I said with 607 you got to be entertaining. But at the same time, you'll say crazy stuff to be entertaining. But then on the back end, if you get caught up like Diddy, everything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. And the only thing that I don't down 50 Cent for, because he didn't do no whack 100. He didn't press until the Fed seen it. No. But now that he got crack, he's making money off of it. You see how his gangster is different than whack 100? And he can still be a well-respected Crip, which he is. Because why? He didn't rat. He told the world, he tried to take me on a shopping spree. Bruh, 50, I feel you. What you mean? He said he gonna take me shopping. I would have been like, take you shopping? He said, and we already know Diddy loves everybody to dress like him. Meek Mills. Yeah, the meek shall inherit the earth. Will bend over like Meek Mills. Cause I ain't finna be Meek Mills. Yeah, you did. You going hard, daddy. Yeah, man. You finna be up there, daddy. Why you calling him daddy? It's only one person that I call daddy. And that is my daddy. Not my father. My dad. That nigga was there all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, all day, every day, every night, every day, every day, every night. I never seen that nigga missing. Nigga, I come home from school and be scared. I could take my mama ass whooping. That was nah. That was nothing. She already knew. I'll be like, are you done? I told her that. Swear to God, my daddy, rest in peace. I told her that when she was whooping me when I was 12. She stopped whooping me when I was 12. That's why I was in the streets. When I got that ass with that belt to ass, nigga, at 12 years old, I said, are you done? Oh, well, I'm done. And she went in. And I'm standing there. And she like, oh, you ain't gonna cry? You ain't gonna cry? And got on the phone with that long ass cord from the kitchen, and it was long enough to go all the way through the house in my back. We lived in a house, not an apartment. Way in the house in my back room and be in the hallway like, yeah, he right here acting like he finna go outside and he doing his chores. And he this is talking to me crazy. Yeah, it's a fact. Meek Mill, he said he never went to jail. What they saying here? What they saying here, moderators? They're talking crazy like I'm Keeg Pill. Man, Keeg Pill, I respect his shit too, man. You know, I just know that that nigga ain't got no clothes. Keeg Pill wearing bathrobes. King Pill wearing the same fatigue outfit. Hey, chat, did King Pill just get out of jail or something? Because he ain't got no wardrobe. Like me, I don't know if y'all pay attention, man. I got hella ski masks. I got hella beanies. I always try to come on here looking different. You know my boy Wig TV. Shout out Wig TV. I'll be watching his content, but he be wearing the same ski mask like ODM Slim and the same hoodie every day. I be like, damn, niggas, podcasters, like, y'all ain't got no money or something. Y'all ain't got no clothes. Like, nigga, I wake up wearing Say Less. You feel me? I'm sorry. I just woke up. I'm sorry. I drew this. I printed this. I got the t-shirts. They merch. It's been merch. I just don't post the merch, but it's merch. Yeah, come on, man. What's up with these podcasters, bro? That's why I said I'm diferente, my friend. No bueno. No habla. Destin this way. Yo me llamo sangre cara. Mi sangre cara. Cara sangre. No tengo way. See, you gotta get around. You gotta move around. You gotta slide. Sometimes you gotta speak a little Espanol to get that Brigadelski. You feel me? And then when I hop out and I say, Boricua, hey, it's me, Lucky. Yeah, I hop out just like Lucky on Poetic Justice at the barbecue. It's me, Lucky. That's how I get in. Facts. And then when the Southsiders or the Mexican Mafia know you with the dreads know how to speak Spanish, they already say Islander. And they look and talk to you like you ain't from America, and they it's only on you what you reveal, what's gonna get you caught up. Your diggery. And I done did some things, you know. I'll put it to you fast and simple like this, man. I went to Northwest Houston, Texas as a regular nigga with a job. And in less than 6 months, I bought a house, 2 cars, and it was all off of Christmas trees. Driving it 24 hours and 30 minutes. I wasn't even scared, though. That's the thing about me, man. I be on that E-way. It don't matter which one. 10 East. It don't matter, bro. I goes the speed limit, and I does my ducky, and always made touchdown. By myself. Nobody else driving with me. Maybe a dog or 2. Ain't no niggas. And my dogs ain't gonna snitch. You can't get no information out no Rottweilers. Just like the police yesterday when they was talking to somebody when I was walking by. They was like, the lady just kept looking. And then I was like, oh, he a puppy, man. He ain't tripping like that. But the way she was acting standoffish, and I could tell he could, like I said, Champ be smelling. Champ growled at the bitch. Champ don't really growl and get at people unless he in the backyard. He's still on that puppy shit. Now, he ain't gonna go up to you like, hey, pet my head or nothing like that, but he'll look at you. Ebony, if you get close enough, she just gonna go. She don't bark, she don't growl, she just go. That's all you gonna hear is, and you gonna hear her teeth. Yeah, she do it. She sneak. Champ, nah. He'll walk by, he'll start walking slow, and then he'll start acting like he forgetting to walk, and then he'll just watch you. And then they'll be like, oh, is he nice? And then when they start acting friendly and shit like that, that's when he'll be like, oh, why you over here acting weird? Like, I don't know you, bitch. Like, some people just don't get it. Like, they be thinking like your animal is their animal. Just because you got it in public, they feel like, oh, I can pet him. Yeah, that's what a lot of people said. But when Ebony got 8 months, that's when she, and I was like, yeah. That's when I knew ain't nobody touching me. Ain't nobody coming in the house. Nothing. Bro, she got to the point, if we get into an argument, she's coming by and she's walking up slowly. And she do just like a lion. She walks slow. She start crouching. and she'll wag her tail. That's what a lot of people got fucked up. They thought Ebony, when she wagged her tail, it was cool. I was like, nah, nigga. When she wag her tail, she's ready for you to run, hop, skip, anything. Like, she's on you. Like, she's a predator right now, bro. It ain't that might be part of her nervous system. You know, some people start twitching and stuff, or eyes start blinking when they telling the truth or telling lies or something like that. That's how she was. Her tail just a little nub. And people like, oh, she friendly. She wasn't doing no growling. She just get low and start creeping up on your house. Ebony, get your ass in the house. Hell yeah. And then she'll pop up and then she'll run in the house like I'm finna give her a whooping. Probably only whooped her butt like 3 times in her whole fucking 3 years. I whooped Ebony butt like 3 times in 3 years. And that's because she did disrespectful stuff. Like jump on the couch and take a mean ass, watery ass shit. That deserves an ass whooping. I don't give a fuck what people say. You can tell who you want to tell. But that's what got me off. But like I said, man, this internet, y'all in the chat, I don't know, but I would like to say for all my subscribers and all my viewers, bro, don't take this YouTube stuff to the max. Only some of us gonna tell the real. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna say it again. The real videos on YouTube is the ones that's in the hundreds, that didn't make the thousands. Your biggest podcaster is watching the ones with the smaller views to go put it on a bigger platform. And then they got your research, details, and everything, and might even use your name, depending on if you even have. You know, a lot of people don't even use your name unless you have subscribers. Spider Loki even said yesterday, damn, man, I haven't seen Neptune since he was on my show. And Spider Loke was like, yeah, Neptune, he did a little thing with me and Aunt Hefe talking about things could get deadly. It's on Spider Loke, what was that called? Football? Whatever Spider Loke did on Aunt Hefe last night is called something Little Football. And it's Aunt Hefe, and it's a football field with a goalpost and a bomb. And then right when he started talking on the video, he gonna show me. And it's gonna be me with my ski mask and all that. Yeah, on my mama. And he was like, hey, Neptune, whatever you doing, you looking healthy. Hey man, you know, at first when you got on here, we thought you was smoked out. You look kind of smoked out. Woo. I guess because I was on the skinny side, but I never smoked dope in my life, bro. Like, nah, not me. You know what I mean? And I ain't even scared to tell on my own family. Like my brother taller than me. He looked just like me. You know, he got dreads, but he got the mohawk dreads type shit. And he fuck with that shit. Like that nigga go to GLA ass heaven. You know, he don't do the pizzipes. That nigga straight to the bone with it. I was like, you smoked the Chris out of a Benadryl? I said, oh wait. Yeah, I've been eating better, and I've been I'm not fast fooding. See, while I was in Cali, I was Taco Bell in, Del Taco in, Subway in, Wingstop in, Golden Corral at least once a month. I guess that was the closest to a home meal I would get. Even if I take myself or a bitch, I was going to Golden Corral at least once a month, gang. Yeah, maybe so. Because when I am in LA, when I drive, I'm doing this. Every time I drive, every time I stop at a stop sign or anything, I always give myself, it's just how my gangster is. I get behind cars, but I never get too close to where I can't dash out because I'm always in a foreign car. Or if I'm not in a foreign car, I'm in a new ass truck that's going to plow your shit down and I ain't going to have but a little ass dent. But I always keep my space. Even when I was in Compton Rick Rock Hood, when I was going over there looking for that nigga, I went over there and I was driving, and you know, any car that was like, you know, in front of me, I made sure I stayed like 1.5 to 2 car distance because it might get tricky. You know what I mean? I know how to drive. I even got away from a scene to where nigga, it was so tight in between the cars to where I hit 3 or 4 cars in Inglewood, side swiped them, and then still got through and hit the corner because some Inglewood threats were trying to murk me. Dead homies. That's why I said ain't no Inglewood man. I slide through the hood, they on me. Bosco could walk around that bitch. The only thing he gonna get is probably, can I get your autograph? If that. That's why I said the internet is the internet. Don't let these niggas fool you. Bosco ain't walking around in the hood. Not never. I ain't, if I said a long time ago I ain't beat Bosco in the hood and I'm his big homie, but I'm younger than him. I'm younger than Bosco by 4 to 5 years and I'm your big homie. And I told you you ain't been in the hood in 6 years. Come on, bro. I put a date on it. I didn't just say you don't come to the hood, nigga. I put 6 years on it. See, you just gotta pay attention to the fine detail to know when somebody telling the truth or not. I told the truth. But Bosco gonna say, yeah, we seen him pull up to the hood with a transmission. Oh yeah? So if I pulled up to the hood with a transmission, you was with the homies, y'all let me get out the car and go to the tree spot? Y'all let me walk back to the car? Y'all let me drive away? Y'all must be some bitches. Cause I would have got at your ass. And then if I spoke on that on the internet, I sure would know the person that could get online and set the record straight. Like, Neptune, yeah, we found whoop-de-whoop. Felicia, yeah, woo. And then you gonna hear it just like Gyro. Yeah, Gyro, his real name, yeah, well, that's my boo. Yeah, it was something like that would have happened. Nigga, it's going on 9-10 months. Nigga, don't pop it to me. Just like Draco. Don't pop it to me. You lying. You lying, but just like anything else, if people be fanned out for this nigga, that's the ones that troll me in my chat. And I love it because when you troll me, bro, I'm not affected. That's why I could keep going with the jokes. Cause you on some internet lies bullshit. Nigga, if I could say, nigga, I could do a crime right now, and God forbid I go to the pen, I'm still gonna be GP. I still be on the line, and ain't nobody gonna say something unless they seen something on if they're a YouTuber in jail. Other than that, the homies ain't finna ask me, blood, you was out there being gay? Most of the niggas that's in there doing life is my age, nigga, and they been in there since I was seen them last time in my 20s. They be like, Neptune? Blood used to be part of the Boobop squad he used to be chasing down his homies that was snitching and that was gay. Like, what are you talking about? Munchie and Neptune? Hell no. You don't want them niggas on the yard together. And everybody know they both from Inglewood and they grew up together. So them if you get Neptune, you gonna have to get Munchie. If you get Munchie, you gonna have to get Neptune. And yeah. We ain't never did nothing shifty, but the only thing that almost kicked off some shit on the yard where we almost got a DP, we punked the OG south side of 18th Street and took his motherfucking J-Win. Just took blood shit. Like, get over here. Yeah, I took that shit. Nigga. I took that shit. Munchie was like, blood, these Mexicans gonna be on us, blood. Man, this prison, fuck blood. Don't he push BK anyway? Fuck Oopty Whoops. Blood was like, on Mafia. I forgot about that, blood. Fuck blood. On the dead homies. And that's when the 18th Street still wasn't even in Inglewood yet. When Munchie B was banging Crenshaw Mafia, and I used to be over there with Capone from Cap One or Capone, whatever you want to call him, but it is Capone, but he called himself Cap One because he was offering a whole lot of 111s. He was Avenue Power Route. We used to go over there, slide with him, pick up Munchie, slide around, nigga. We all through the motherfucking Crenshaw Mafias, fucking with the Mobile Fresh niggas. And it's funny how Munchie B, somebody sent something to me, and you was talking about Mobile Fresh niggas. Nigga, Mobile Fresh died off before you even got to high school, nigga. Talking about my brother used to fuck. How you know, nigga? You wasn't even over there with us, nigga. We was over there stealing motherfucking rental car from fucking Enterprise and shit over there in the hood, nigga. Mobile Fresh niggas used to come call motherfucking Goon, nigga, and tell him, hey, where Neptune at, woo, where Smiley at, woo, cause he knew, nigga, when we went there, he was still a car, I was still a Land Cruiser, Munchie would probably get an excursion, and we drive right out that, cause they used to leave the keys in that bitch. Munchie, shut your ass up. Just liar. Nigga, you ain't even take that CMT chain off. You are not that age. God damn. And then, if you wear the chain so much, then tell the story of the demise of the IFs and that nigga Red Flag, a.k.a. Julius, a.k.a. been in jail 20-something years, a.k.a. name is Trouble in the Pen right now, switched his name up. He the one that snitched on everybody and told the motherfucking police that the gun was in the shoebox under the random bitch bed. Facts. Julius. But Munchie, little Munchie, on No Jumper, you wouldn't know nothing about that. Because you're not like that. You was not there. So stop mentioning shit just to be boo. Until you get Big Munchie on here and say Neptune's a goddamn lie, he's a buster, and he's not from his hood. That's when I'll shut up. But it's never gonna happen. Not in this lifetime. So I keep popping my shit. Peanut butter blood. And I was there for that in the county jail. You did get that peanut butter up your on the dead homies. On the dead homies, on my daddy rest in peace, that shit happened to you. So shut your bitch ass up. Nigga, had me fighting for your mark ass. But other dudes, I just get my blood pressure go up when I talk about the dudes, man. Once you be sitting there, I heard one time on No Jumper, he said, "Oh yeah, I heard one of my homies is doing something. Yeah, that's on him though. But shit, when it comes to me, I'm him. You him? Him who? Bro, stop it. You can't even catch a regular fade. How you him? You can't even catch a regular fade. But you do all this popping. And you always notice Munchie is always sitting in an area to where nobody's behind him or on the side of him. You notice that? Y'all notice that? Or they'll have Aunt Hefe on the front part to where if somebody come in, they're going to have to get through Aunt Hefe, or they'll have to get through Adam 22 to get to Munchie. That's how blind blood is. I do how blind Munchie was when he was talking. It is regular with the white background, that microphone, and he'll have that glass of alcohol, and then he'll get to talking, and then he'll get to feeling around for the mic and the thing. That's what I knew. Ain't no lying to me, nigga. You can't even find the microphone that's in front of your nose and the cup you just set down. And it's just right there. That stuff comes at your peripheral. Like us, we be talking, pick up cigarette. I can talk to you, pick up a lighter, pick up the vape, do woo. He can't do that. He got to feel around. That's why he keep them dark ass shades on. Come on, man. It's 2026. You still wearing that Easy-E shit trying to look like Bompton Brick Rock Blood? Come on, man. You ain't Bompton Brick Rock Blood. Bompton Brick Rock Blood about 50-something years old. He ain't just 50. He 50-something years old. And just like I said yesterday, if Compton Rick Rock is over there fucking with Snoop Dogg, and Snoop Dogg told on Trey D, which got Trey D 12 years in prison, y'all all some snitches and rats. This nigga over there trying to solidify, oh yeah, I'm with Death Row, nigga. Yeah, Snoop got me a chain, and yeah, I got the Death Row hats on my wallet. And man, that nigga trying to turn his horrors into a gold mine. Nigga, when Death Row started, it was all Bloods. Now you trying to turn it to Death Row Crips? Come on, bro. Come on. You remember when Tupac and Death Row was stomping your mark ass out under that white stretch limo by the private jet? You remember that, Snoop Dogg? You don't remember when you was scared on that plane because you said what you said and you was backing up the East Coast like, yeah, we trying to spread love, man. Fuck all the bullshit. We all need to come together. Yeah, and that's when Tupac was on your ass, nigga. And then you end up getting stomped out by all the Death Row niggas up under that stretch white limo. Snoop Diggity Dog. You was a rat, blood. Well, we put the date on it. Hey, Snoop Dogg. I was in the county jail in 2004 with Trey D when you told on it. Yeah, I know when I was fighting cases, 2004. Yeah, you told on Tracy Davis, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, so if Compton Rick Rock want to forgive your sins because it been so long and everybody else don't remember, that's what I'm here for. On the dead homies, that shit. You got stomped out. And you told the police that Trey D shot up your mama house in Chino Hills, nigga. Say I'm lying, nigga. Say I'm lying. Hey, Bompton Brick Rock Blood. Since Compton Rick Rock went aside with the nigga, say I'm lying, nigga. That nigga Snoop Dogg is a rat. That nigga told old Tracy Davis. Oh, you want to know how I know? I used to talk to Tracy Davis in the county jail, and then maybe about 3 years later, we were cellies on C status in prison in CMC East on the second floor in 6th building on the left-hand side. Oh, and when you walk down the hall, our cell was on the right-hand side. To the left, we wasn't on the shower side. We was on the back wall side. Any more questions? Oh, and Squirt from 20 Crip, the buff nigga, dark nigga, the Squirt, to be knocking niggas out. Yeah, he used to be at our door every day asking for food because me and Trey D cook every day. Any more questions? You see, I told Cop to Rick Rock that on his live. I said I know Trey D. We was selling. Ain't no Crip ever been no sellies with no bloods. Man, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. I ain't on here lying like the rest of you niggas. Tracy Davis, nigga, he was my celly, nigga. We was both on C status. I was on there for fighting. He was on there for cell phones. Any more questions? Yeah, C status is when you keep fucking up and you getting write-ups. That means you fucking off your date. I maxed out. Regular shit. I made 7 years. It was supposed to be 6 years, 8 months. I ended up doing the whole 7. Straight. Fucking around with Munchie and the homies though. But Munchie had a gang of time. He had like 10 to do when I left him. I was with him for about 2 years straight at Selly's. So when I left Munchie, he had about at least like 8 more years to do. Munchie from Crenshaw Mafia. I'm not talking about Peanut Butter Blood. Because he is Peanut Butter Blood. Dead homies. That's Peanut Butter Blood. That on the internet is not a story. And then you got so many people saying it. Come on, man. But just like Spider-Loc said, you the first blood that got on here and was scared to say it. Hell no. That's what I'm supposed to do on the prison yard. Yeah, blood. Yeah. He got rolled up, blood. I was there. And then they go look at my credibility versus his. And they go like, yeah, Neptune, he been to prison 4 times. I ain't never got DP. I've been in the California prison system 4 times. I ain't never got DP. But then we go look at B Braze. And B Braze, all he talking about is good people and bad people. Well, to politic on your mark ass, you over here telling the world you getting DPs for whatever it is that you did, because I really don't give a fuck, because I'm not from Langs. Don't give a fuck. And even when I'm in there with the homies, I used to tell the homies like, homie love. Step out the cell. Boom. Yeah, that's homie love, nigga. Boom, nigga, you ain't getting a suit, nigga. Show me some homie love. You know what the homies do to you in prison? Make you catch more time. Make you hold the sack. Yeah. Uh-huh. Make you do riots that you don't want to do. Make you join a riot, and you got 2 weeks to the house. You be in your head like, do they care about me? I'm the dead homies. And that was Wasco, AR. A riot, 2 weeks to the house. Boy, when the police started coming up in there, I ain't gonna lie to you, I started rolling on the floor, trying to get away from the scene, because you can't stand up and walk away. I would just, when the police, like 5 of them get to talking or arresting the Mexicans or some blacks, like they arrest a gang of blacks, arrest a gang of Mexicans. Once they do that and I know they busy, I'll flip over some more, get further away from the scene. It's on you to go home. The homies ain't gonna help you go home, gang. No, they not. I done had certain homies tell me too, man, I wish you could be here with us, man. You going home, man. This prison gonna be buck. I'm like, bro, we all got a date. Some of them didn't. You know what I mean? But when they meet homies like you and they know, like, yeah, we strong when you here. We strong. Like, we got a cool, they used to tell us, like, man, we got a cool car right now. Like, all the YGs, like, ain't no sucker looking body looking ass niggas. Ain't no marks and smudges on nobody. Like, all y'all check out. Like, yeah. Yep. And then it just, that's your family. You know what I mean? And then I'm the tattoo man. So once I'm the tattoo man and everybody know it, like, I barely even eat prison food. Like, I used to have to use the phone to act like, I needed to use the payphone like everybody else, because, if you don't use the phone for a long time and the police see you getting packages and you always go to store and stuff like that, they're going to start wondering. And then they're going to run up in your cell thinking you got a phone, which I did. So I used to go out there, act like, that's what I used to tell myself, like, hey, go use the phone. I'm finna go out there and act like a regular nigga. He already knew what that meant. I'm finna go act like a regular nigga. So I go and I sit on the phone. And that time I probably call my mom and dad, because I know they ain't gonna say nothing brazy on the phone, so I could call them all day. And then I was putting money on the phone from the streets. And then every month I was sending $800 home. That means I was selling like 1 to 2 phones a month. I was selling them for $4 just to get them gone. I was selling them for $4 to the other hustlers on the yard that want to sell them for 800 and 1,000. Cause me and Don Juan from 40 Crip, neighborhood Crip, his mama was in a wheelchair and she went to the shoe shop to hollow out the heels in her shoes, diabetic shoes. And she used to bring in 2 phones each day, and we had visiting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We never got 6 phones, but we would 4. We was happy. Cause shit, four times 4, what's that? 1,200, 1,600. Yep, 1,600 a weekend. That's good, gang. That's good. Like with us, we could have bled the block and sold it like everybody else, but we would rather sell it to flippers than sell it to the actual consumer. Because when you go will and deal with consumers, that's more people knowing you the man. So you don't want to be the man if you want to survive in the prison hustling. So I would never admit to nothing. Police find anything. They used to find shit stitched in my pillow. Like I used to have like a can of tobacco flattened out, maybe 2. And then I had a homie that worked at PIA reseal my pillow to make it look like manufactured. You know what I mean? And that shit used to pass all the time until only and Munchie know this story too. Only the homies knew my shit was in the pillow because it was stitched up. So I could only go in the pillow when I'm trying to take the bulk. There's no reason for me to open up that pillow because it's so much. And I have to be ready to make a move. And sometimes I'll just sit on that shit because the prison to go dry, it'd be no tobacco. And then I tell Munchie like, damn, you heard there ain't no more tobacco in the yard? He was like, nigga, on the dead homies. I was like, man, you want to still sell? He was like, look, bro, whatever it is that we need, we gonna roll them cigarettes up. And we just gonna say this is the last. But I'm only going because I couldn't hustle it because I was going out there at visit and I was getting the money and other people that my dad and them was bringing up there for visit that was putting it up there. I couldn't do that. So so I had tobacco coming in, and that's how I met up with Don Juan because he smoked so much tobacco. He found out that since we doing wholesale. He found out that I got the tobacco and he had the phone. So that's how we network. And then the 40 Crips and some 6-0 niggas try to press blood, try to tell him, nigga, you got to look out for the neighborhood card and all type of shit. So then he got spooked. That nigga tried to lock up in his cell. And I think he had owed me like another phone or something like that. But I had got word. Somebody sent word to me. So I went to the nigga's cell, and the nigga tell me like, yeah, man, the homie just trying to press me, talking about, you gotta look out for the neighborhood car. You gotta shoot us a couple phones so we can get on this and that. I said, yeah. I immediately said, well, tell him like this, nigga. Tell him it's my shit. Tell him you bringing it in here for me. And everybody knew I was on. Everybody knew I had money on. They didn't know how, but I always had new shoes. If it was 2 new shoes that came out in the quarter, like one, say some nice shoes in Access and some nice shoes in Unit Supply or maybe Walkenhurst or something like that, I would get the nicest shoes out of there, $75. That's the max you can spend on shoes. And now I get $75 shoes out of there. And I'll be, nigga, on the dead homies, I'll be walking around the yard in one, playing basketball and everything. And then the other ones just be doing my regular walking. Just, you know what I mean? And that's every 90 days. In prison, to get 2 pair of new shoes every 90 days, you that guy. And then I would have Bitter Dog from LA Lang's, triple OG ass nigga, Bitter Dog. That nigga was a hustle monster, nigga. That nigga used to love it. He used to be like, how much you want me to bring you? And I'd be like, man, they ain't even dirty, Bitter Dog. Like, hey, man, look, man, you think you can bring me 50? He was like, yeah, I ain't asking. That's what you want? I'd be like, yeah. And that nigga would bring me back 50 ducats on my mama. And then I go get that 50 ducats, 2 for 1, another dude. And then now, maybe within a week or 2, now I made 100 off that 50. And that's how I just kept coming in. And then I would give somebody 300 ducats, funny money for the yard that you could spend. I would give them 300, which is real 300 cash in jail, but not money on, not street money. I would give them 300 of that money for $100 bill. Boy, I was killing. I was losing, but I was winning because it was real money. Real money spend better in there. You can get more shit. But especially Hondas. But I used to have people, homies come back from visit. Hey, blood, I got a dub. A dub? Yeah. A 20? Yeah. You give me some tobacco with this? Here, man. Come back in like 2 unlocks, gang. Like, you got me breaking down some shit for a fucking dub. But I did it. Homie love, right? Yeah, that's me. It sure got quiet in my house. At first, I heard Champ He over there at his old room, but he in the cage. Cause right now, I can't trust him to walk around the house. He chewing on beds. He chewing on bottoms of tables. He chewed on the rack thing. You know how you got the rack for the pool table, that little triangle thing. He chewed that up. Just I don't know. He got bones. He got balls. He got toys, and he still choose to tear up my house. So had to put him in a crate. For just me personally, I don't like putting my dog in a crate. I'll be feeling like I'm sending him to jail because I've been there before. But what he been up to lately? Last night he was flipping, throwing fits, acting like he could dig out the bottom of the. You know what I mean? It's a real crate. You know, it's a real dog crate. You know? He haven't been in there much, so I guess last night he thought he had enough scratching skills to scratch out the bottom and get up out that cage. I guess he ain't never been in there too long. You know, last night he was mad, but I got to rearrange my room and stuff like that. I got so much clothes and stuff, like I don't even want to show my room. If I stand up, I got like bins, them plastic bins all the way up to my chest of clothes, just jackets, pants, sweatpants, jeans, shorts, and then I got like I got so many socks. I got to keep them in a trash bag. It's like it's at this point to like even where I'm wearing these baby blue pants. That's all I do is open the bag. Any sock that I see with baby blue on it, that's how I put my fits together. That's how much fucking clothes I got. Sometimes, I guess I probably taking it for granted, but shit, you know, it's just like that when you have a little change and you making money and you know it's hard to walk by something when you see something like me personally, I say a lot of them clothes, and the reason why I pulled over and bought sweats and jackets and hoodies and shit like that is because I seen the sale. It was just perfect timing. Like it said, like say I go through Macy's, I see a Levi's puffy jacket, like the gold one I got. It was about like it said it was like $300, 280 or something like that, and they had it on sale for like 120. Cop that, you feel me? Just put it on and don't need a jacket, you know what I mean? But it was all shiny gold and it looked like a bandana, like a red rag, blue rag, whatever rag you want to wear. It's a bandana, but it's shiny gold like Kodak Black. Came up. But then it got to the point, man, I don't even dress for the hoes, like, you know what I mean? I just be on my own wave, my own surf. You know, I don't dress for nobody else, but ever since I was young, everybody always told me like, nigga, you know how to dress. Nah, I just put the colors together. It ain't like I'm finna yeah. He said save it for later. Mm-hmm. I got a lot. I got a lot. I'm talking about bins on bins on bins. Man, if I looking right now, like I said, all right, man, I'll show y'all, man. I still gotta paint. My mama, look, clothes. Thought I was bullshitting. Clothes, gang. Clothes. Clothes. Clothes, gang. Clothes. Still painting the walls, clothes. Still putting the floors, just clothes. My going over, you see I'm catching flights. Catching flights. You feel me? It's stacked up with clothes, gang. Clothes in here. Look at this. Look, there ain't even no food up in here, gang. Oh, see that jacket I was just talking about? Told you. They just close. I swear to God, bro, I could open up a straight like Goodwill Salvation Army on the gang. That's how much clothes I got. And gotta keep this. Gotta keep cocoa buds. But yep. And I've been over at my other house so much, I ain't had a chance to really touch this spot up. I got paint still on the floor and the paintbrush. Look. On the floor. Still got pictures that I gotta put back up. And just threw it in the tub. Cause I don't be here. I don't be at this house much. But a whole nother house. Taking it for granted, right? But it is what it is. And like I said, man, I just popped back out on y'all. Cause way too many people and hit me up and said, "Dang, Neptune, where you been?" Woo, woo. I just be like, man, shoot. When I'm busy, I'll be busy. When I get a project, it don't just be like some quick job. Like it takes some time, a week, 2 weeks, a month, cause I'm not finna be sitting and propping up no phone to try to do what I do. So, but what I will say is, just like everybody else said, I'm gonna continue doing more and more videos, even if they small numbers or whatever it is. Like I said, every YouTuber then told me right now, it ain't about the lives. You're not gonna get as much. Do the videos, just like you said. Do more, and you'll see the money grow. So, you know, I'm really here for y'all anyway, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes when I do this, like I told my roommate yesterday, I said sometimes when I be doing YouTube, it feel like therapy, cause the stuff I be saying be actually helpful for me myself. Shout out. What's the deal? Shout out everybody in here since I ain't even met. He said Rolling 60, Muhammad Moss, Rolling 60s. Yeah, okay. Heaven's gifted children. That's my moderator for sure. That Wacko Low. Yak Williams. Hey, I didn't even see you. I didn't even see you, bro. Oh, Yak, I didn't even see you. Hey, and two, it was crazy too, cause when I was looking through my DMs last night on Instagram, I seen you said, hey, we need to link up or we need to chat, woo, this is and that. I ain't even seen it, bro. And that was like what when you hit me up like maybe like 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago. Oh my mama. He said that poo shiesty. I ain't even been reading the chat, dog. Shout out Yak Williams, man. Let's see. Ass Asia Keys. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Trady ain't on death row. Trady ain't on death row. Nah. Trady parted ways after Eastsiders. Trady ain't on death row. Nope. That's purely Snoop. Snoop, yeah, Snoop the only one. Daz ain't. He was under the original death row. Yeah, cause Snoop Dogg he wasn't even dealing with death row when he did the Eastsiders. He been left. He had been went to Master P and all them. And then when Snoop Dogg went with Master P, this is how I remember the whole timeline. When Snoop Dogg went to Master P, Mac 10 went to Cash Money. And how I know? Mac 10 from the hood. He is from the hood. He got put on just like everybody else. He lived in the hood. He wasn't like Bosco. He lived in the hood. That's why I said, like, I know even if you see Mac 10 with some pictures with Bosco, I bet you he asked him, who your peoples? Where'd you stay at? Because that's what everybody from the hood. And then he not gonna put him on blast, but Bosco's not gonna have no rebuttal like, yeah, I used to woo. All he gonna say is, oh yeah, I was on Queen Street and Eucalyptus. Oh yeah, he'll be like, oh yeah. But tell him when you moved there. You was 19. You see what I'm saying? So as a grown man, whatever hood that you and then you still living with your mama at 19. This nigga moves with his mama from whateverville, moves on Eucalyptus and Queen on the 200 block. Now tell me this. If your house is on the 200 block of Queen Street, how the fuck you claiming 400? All the other homies, I'm from the Deuce, I'm from the Trap. They say the Tramp. We say the 4. We got the 5. We got the Bix. It's a 700 block, but don't nobody claim that. It's a dead end. Bosco was on the 200 block. On the 100 block is the police station and the civic center in Crozier. Bosco, you are from the 200 block. Like Snoopy's sassy ass. And ask the homies how many people from the 200 block. Just you. Bosco claiming a 400 and grew up on a 2. Nigga, that's 2 whole long blocks down. Nigga, knock it off. And it might not sound like much. Go to Watts. 2 blocks down be a whole nother hood. Dig that. It might not seem long. And I ain't never told no nigga this is my hood. Never. I say you in my hood, but I never claimed this is my hood. We don't got no real estate over there, nigga. I realized that when I was a kid. I'm from a gang that's over here, but I don't say this my shit. Cause when the police pull up, you recognize quickly who shit this is. Cause why would you run if you own it? Facts. But it is what it is, you know? They're just like Spider-Lo said. Since that two got on, if you just check out Spider-Lo last night when he talk about little football, and he talk about me too. He even said, yeah, when Neptune got on Bosco, man, that's my boy. I didn't, I still talk to him every now and then, but the podcast, that ain't up for grabs. That's over with after, Neptune got on there. But after the little rebuttal, shit, I ain't gonna even lie to you. Bosco got a little bit low. Yes, he did. Bosco got low. Yes, he did. Fruity ass wearing apple bottom jeans too. Boots with the furs. Yeah, that's how sassy that nigga Bosco is. And then, Bosco, you got the homie smacked. The homie is in the dirt because of you. Do you not realize what you done? You had 2,000 people. And I had one of the homegirls said she watched your live. I ain't gonna even say the homegirl name because, there's just back and forth bullshit. But she said she watched your live, Bosco. And she said your live started low. You stayed on there a long time until everybody was there. Who you had there. And everybody that was there was from your generation. Like, even though you older than me, but you under me. So if I'm baby foes, you tiny foes. But you the oldest, and you would be older than us in my generation. But when you got put on, it makes you after me. So now you're an old grandpa to tiny foes. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And Bosco, you're 40 something, 5. You are the leader of 20-year-old niggas. And you 45. Gots to be more careful. You ever think about it like that? Just think about all them people that was with Bosco on that Instagram. Talking about Neptune. Them niggas is in their 20s. Bosco is 45, 46. And you wonder why you just met me. Like, that two be talking about Bosco all the time. Yeah, because I couldn't do it. I was in jail. If I knew Bosco, bro, I would have commentated on Bosco getting his ass whooped on World Star. That's how way back I would have been put Bosco on blast. We was in jail. Everybody that grew up with Bosco, we was the hitters. Me, went to jail. Bosco didn't go. Bosco was doing interviews with black eyes, busted lips, and them short ass braids that never jumped off the neck. But all of a sudden you have dreads, and now your shit long. Bosco, your hair ain't never been long in your life. Show a picture of your sisters or your mama right now and how their hair look. Your whole family hair don't grow off their neck. Dead homies. Your 2 sisters and your mama. That's Bosco's whole family. Bosco got 2 light-skinned sisters and a brown-skinned mama. That's Bosco's family. Bosco can't do nothing with me. I got 3 sisters and a brother. I'm the second oldest. My brother is the baby. And we take care of all the females. And I know for sure, just like I said a long time ago, Bosco, my sister still says she want her head up on the game. I can't DM you though, boy. Why? Because you never accepted me. Remember when I wrote you that long ass paragraph because I thought you might not accept me? And I told you what I'll do to you, boy? And that was before the internet. That was way before I got on Spider Low. I'll say, to be more specific, I would say I sent Bosco that 2 to 3 months before I even got on the internet. Wasn't even thinking about no internet. I told Bosco, like, man, I see your bitch ass, woo, nigga, this, and that. Nigga, how the fuck? I said something like, how you say on Blood on Queen Street more than me, nigga? You ain't even did shit, nigga. Like, nigga, like even when I'm talking to you right now, I'll be like, on Queen Street, on Blood, on Queen Street, on Blood. Man, come on, man, shut it up, nigga. I'm a Blood and I don't like to hear it that much. Nigga, you is not that hard. If you was hard, you would have knocked out Nina Boy. You had problems. You was acting like you was scared of the short nigga. Cause you was a scared nigga. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. Anybody that watched that Bosco and Nina Boy fight, you tell me how that shit look. I'm gonna give you some time. Tell me how that shit look, and what are the things in the comments you yelled out to the TV while you was watching that damn fight. I was cussing. I was tussling. I was like, Bosco, what are you waiting on? Rush him. Why y'all doing all this? I was like, nigga, swing, do something. Y'all look like some scared little boys. You know how the first time you get like 5-year-old, 8-year-old, they really want to fight, but they don't know how to fight. So you just find a way, just, man, hurry up and get this over, and they just, that's what Bosco and Nina Boy was doing. Then Nina Boy got the nerve to say on the live with me and Bosco, he need a rematch. Don't nobody want to pay to watch that shit again, nigga. You're trash. But when Nina Boy got into it with Cowboy, and Cowboy knocked that boy out, hey, you can't tell me Nina Boy didn't say, just like old boy Pops on Friday, no, stop messing with these boys. Man, that nigga Nina Boy, you know he's a content creator, so he had it zoomed in on how Cowboy did Wick. Hey, that nigga Nina Boy was like, no, I'm grabbing Blick. Oh my mama. Hey, Nina Boy seen Cowboy put that boy to bed and he already transgressed and said what he said. That nigga seen that shit up close. You know that little TV, the little split screen he have in the back and shit when he doing his commentary on the dead homies. That nigga was like, shit, nope, that won't be me. Hell no, that nigga ain't gonna sell that shit to the world. Boy, you know for sure Cowboy gonna have the cameras up putting Nina Boy down. Oh, man, look, man, if Cowboy was to ever see Nina Boy and it's on film that he put Nina Boy down, automatically start a podcast. Guaranteed. And then my intro, if I was to do it, my intro would be him getting put down. You know how Compton Rig Ride? Yeah, he be driving around that low rider and shit. Nigga, that's my opening to my podcast. Nina Boy down, baby. I'll have it blurred out and everything, but I'm going to keep the audio, everything, bro. I'm going to keep it YouTube friendly. And Nina Boy said, no. Now I'll grab Blick. Now, and then look, we got Nina Girl, right? Nina Girl talking about he gonna draw down on Cowboy, this and that. But then he'll go run a whole nother segment live in a video talking positive. Yeah, we need to put the guns down, y'all. I don't even know what all this fighting is about, man. You see, we just need more equality and understanding. We need therapy with the families and this and that. Shut your ass up, nigga. Shut your ass up, nigga. This nigga talking about grabbing Blicks on a nigga and nigga talking about squabbling you. Nigga, get your positive, negative ass. Shut up, nigga. That nigga talking positive and negative at the same time. Nigga, you see, it's just like baby B braids. You just say anything for the moment, but as you keep watching them, the niggas contradict themselves and end up getting DP'd. Can any of y'all imagine as a grown man getting DP'd? for talking too much on the internet. Brace, I gotta give it to you. Just like YouTube give them platinum plaques or them plaques for views and subscribers, you should get a plaque for the first nigga known to get a DP for social media antics. You the first. You in a whole nother league of its own. You are the first to get DP'd bad peoples online on YouTube. And the niggas that called the shots for you to get that done to you, they don't even watch YouTube. The mother niggas told them. Facts. The niggas that pushed that button and said, yeah, send it to me. Them OGs be having phones, they talk to their kids, their family, their grandkids, all that. Them OGs been in there 30, 40 years. Don't even know how to use the phone. But a nigga be in there, hey, go to his messages, hey, press this, and the video will come up. All right. Then they'll go in the cell, watch that shit, and they're going to come out. That same nigga that's probably law library with the glasses, his name CK, BK, whatever his name going to be. Yeah, the nigga that got 7 consecutive life sentences. Yeah, that's like 40, 60 years old. Yeah, that nigga press play on you. And he pressed play without even raising a finger. Words got you touched. Just like your words got to him. Your words got you fucked. The first thing, you should put that plaque up in your cell. Since you always showing them mesh shoes up there, because that's the only thing you can really get in prison is mesh white shoes. Who the fuck wears mesh white shoes? Because when it rains, that mesh is going to get soggy. Who buys those? Jail niggas. Take that shit off your motherfucking shelf. Nigga, that ain't no bread. And that ain't even the $75 shoes, bro. You put some $60 to $65 shoes up there, bro. But then you gonna post you making all this money on. So what you cutting deals for on the shoes? I've been there. I know what mesh shoes look like. $75, you getting Air Force Ones. You ain't even wearing Air Force Ones, gang. You wearing mesh Nikes. Check him out. But like I said, give Baby B Braids a plaque for being the first prison nigga to get DP for talking too much on social media. You know, that usually happens on the street. Niggas get DP for talking too much on social media. You in jail. And you got DP for what you said on a live like me, what I'm doing now? Sorry to tell you, my man, if that was able to be press play on you, you're not that guy. In your head, you think you that guy. And yeah, you know, the big homies when they there, they know everybody come there turned up. You know, everybody got life. And after a while, that time will get the ticking. And then it's going to go from one gray spot in your head, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. Then you're going to start getting chubbier and chubbier. And you still going to be telling them same stories in that same cell. And it might not be the same cell, but you know one thing that's a fact? Even when you go to another one, they all look the goddamn same. Facts. Nigga, you ain't getting no remodeling done up in your cell. What, you gonna get some cardboard and have one of them old niggas paint it and then put the shelves up there and make it look like you doing it? But then when the police do a search and cell search, and then you got that asshole snatch down all that money, all them shelves you put up in there trying to make it look like a home, and that nigga smash your shit, and he probably like 4'2", and then he looking at you like you the bitch, and then you don't get off on him, and you take your raggedy ass up back up in that cell and fix that shit and do it all over again. You ain't running nothing. You ain't running nothing. I know a couple of 4-foot motherfucking COs that'll walk in your cell and look you in your eye like he's 7 feet tall. Act like you want to do something. That nigga cuff you up, spray you up, and fuck your cell up, and send your raggedy ass to the motherfucking hole with no motherfucking top ramen. And if they do, I done seen them do this. They'll mush your top ramen up with the motherfucking Irish Spring bars of soap and be like, bitch, eat this. Because ain't nobody finna eat no soupy soaps. Facts. Your chips too. You know when you put soap next to different things, they start tasting like the soap. Yeah, that's what the police do. Braves ain't running nothing. Only thing Braves running on Figaro, Facts, Dabo, Ted, Dito, GM. You running your mouth. That's how you got DP'd. Once again, baby Braves. I've been to the pen 4 times. I ain't never got DP gang. I ain't never got DP gang. So it ain't no other stories of you going to prison before. But you did go to YA, where they trying to say you met Trevor, the tranny. Spody Face is still finna put out your business about Trevor and Baby Braze. Now we already know Lil Braze has already been caught hunching on another blood. We could just call them butt buddies. And that's that's little B Braze. Now baby B Braze got the same allegations. What they gotta know about jail niggas that's always in jail? Like get out, come back, get out, come back. Ever since a kid? Yeah, a lot of them do flip-flop. And when you get caught, like I said, I was part of the boobop crew. So we'll just easily boobop your ass and you can leave nicely. Or you can say ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you, like Baby B Braze, and we just get you on the yard. Don't matter. It's just about us not going to the hole. And you getting your ass up out of here. That's why I said, how in the hell did Baby B Braze get a DP? He ain't got no scratches on his face. Y'all niggas on the 4-yard playing games. Ted homies. Y'all on the 4-yard playing games. That nigga didn't have a busted lip, a eye, a nose, or nothing. In my time was not long ago. My time is a 3 or 4 or 5 years above Braze. Nigga, if nobody got no busted nothing, nigga, y'all didn't DP blood. Go back in there again. For real? Yeah, for real. Y'all niggas in there playing. Yep. And then you be, sometimes I was in there, sometimes I was down there playing dominoes or whatever else. And all you boom, 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 boom. Most of the time the police, when it's like that, they let you handle your shit. All y'all niggas got life anyway. What are you gonna do? Waste this time and give you a write-up? A write-up is the purpose of making you stay there longer. These niggas got life. You wasting your time. That's how prison gets like bad. Because it's like, it's really a waste of time to try to get him, you know what I mean, to stop doing something when he's here for life. Is that what are the consequences to him? Even if he busts somebody down and they get unalive, he already got life. So that all they can do is confine you and have you segregated, you know, and be there with the Mexican mafia dudes where they have you in that cage by yourself working out because they don't give you a ball, nothing. I think the only thing they let you probably take out there is your bath towel so you can wipe sweat or whatever or do your workout on. Other than that, you ain't taking nothing, nigga. But that's where the main shit happened, though, you know? I'm glad I dodged that life, though. That's why I can speak on everything. That's why I went on Who's Who's. I know nobody in this world can say nothing bad about me. If they do, it's not even clout chasing because I ain't famous. You just maybe spiteful or I don't know. But I know one thing. If you do come with some allegation, you sure better come with that person. And I better know him. Don't bring no. And that's why I know. That's why I keep saying it over and over. I don't know if no other podcast said more than me. Please go find somebody to say I did some Buster stuff or I did some tricky dance move stuff. And you're not gonna find them. You're not gonna find them because ain't no truth that can come to the light. And I can't even say, oh yeah, I'm the hardest nigga. No, I'm not. But I do play the game, and I do play ball. You know what I mean? You don't win all of them. You don't lose all of them, but you don't turn nothing down. And shit, that's the main thing. Don't turn nothing down. And when you see something, don't say nothing. You know. Other than that, you far from a DP. That's what I'm saying. Braze is like 34, 35 years old, gang. Let's get this mathematics right. Baby Braze is 34 to 35 years old. And you still getting DP? We already know you in there for 2 bodies, 2 life sentences, plus 200 and something odd years. You ain't coming home, gang. Then you, all right, it ain't allegedly, it's in your paperwork. You unalived a non-affiliate. How you accidentally wipe a random nigga? And that's gangster. That's gangster. Just going to hit anybody, that's gangster. Yeah, all right. Then the second one, that person was official. But the first one was not. And now you in there for 2. But you ain't trying to start nothing. But if it's out on the internet and you bad peoples, you know what I mean? I be listening. You know what I mean? He always ain't trying to start nothing. But it's always some violence. I don't even hear, it's all about the violence, the fights. And now, since the fight stuff and the jail stuff is going out, now it's Christian Rock and Blueface. Boy, you is in jail. You need to be doing segments on showing niggas how to be a chef and cook different spreads in jail, nigga. For you and for anybody to even go back and forth with you, you're just commentary. I would never go back and forth. Why? You in jail. But you quick to tell everybody, yeah, man, you know, Spider Loke and Hefe, you know, shit, I don't even know what's all the drama about. Y'all on the streets, you know what I mean? Y'all got cars and y'all got this. Y'all down the street, you know, on 10, you know, if I was out, nigga, if you was out, you can't pull up to any old hood and, yeah, I'm Braze, I'm trying to catch a fade. Yeah, you gonna be in the dirt. You ain't that tough, bro. Acting like anybody speak his dad. Then this nigga gonna act like he's sober as shot caller. This nigga gonna say, yeah, and if any of my homies fucking with them equal family niggas, woo, this and that, nigga, them niggas ain't allowed, and woo. Nigga, how you gonna press a line without using a line? You can make all the gangster threats on the internet you could think of. They going in the air, bro. You the safest nigga in America. Nigga, even if you in a dangerous place, nigga, life is a dangerous place. Every time I turn on the car and drive down the street, that's dangerous. And you gambling with your life, just getting in the car, driving to work every day. That's dangerous too. Walking down the street in certain neighborhoods that we live in, just to go to the liquor store to get the kids some chips and some dips. Dangerous too. It's where dangerous started. Then it went to the prisons. It had to start on the street first. Then it went to the prisons. It's just wider space where people can do stuff and hide. That's why they got cameras everywhere now. These is wild. But I wish the best for Braze. He don't got a career in YouTubing. The money that you making, the best thing I can tell you is, go get you a lawyer. You ain't just coming home. They might knock down time, but you got bro, you on camera. That's how you got caught. You know what I mean? Like, both your shits is on camera. Then you got people like Respectable Rants and all other people that be breaking down your files. You know what I mean? Then you get on here and say niggas is lying. Bruh. Oh, they lying on you. They put dubs on the story and this and that. How is these niggas lying on you and they're reading the black and white? That's like the homies asking you for your paperwork. You go give them your paperwork. They read it and be like, oh, you bad. You be like, no, this means this. And no, it didn't happen that way. And, well, bro, we reading the paperwork. That's what paperwork is for. Paperwork means this is true. This is why you was found guilty. So what you saying? You could. I mean, we all could go back and forth with the judge, but what's on paper, black and white, that's a fact. What you talking about is a maybe. Get your ass in the back. Hey, whoopty whoop, whoopty whoop, whoopty whoop. Hey, blood gotta get his issue. Who? Braves. What's up? That's what everybody gonna say. What's up? That's the only thing niggas ain't gonna be like, no. And niggas be like, what's up? We finna beat blood ass. What blood? Then niggas don't even know what's going on. Niggas be telling the Boo Squad, niggas used to walk us from the yard and tell us what we doing it for. Yep. I remember me and Munchie got called before. Working out. Buffing. Tight than a motherfucker. Had to go bust down one of the homies. He was big as fuck too. Big young nigga. I think the nigga name was like KK. KK from Pueblos. And he was knocking out homies. That's why he had to get DP'd. Because they said every time he was getting into an argument with the homies, he was knocking them out. And when me and Munchie DP'd him, he was in a chow hall. And he got into it with one of the homies for some reason. Like, I don't know, but he was Pueblos. And nigga, if you was from Villains, the only nigga that he didn't test was Phil Dillinger, one of the starters of Bloodstone Villain. I think he's from like 54th Street. Big Phil Dillinger. He got like gang of bodies. I heard he got out. Philip Wade, that's his name. And his sons is the Feelers from Blackstone. But anyway, so yeah, KK, he knocked out a homie, and I guess he knocked him out, and then nobody said nothing. So then when they released Child, by table, the homie was still, like, nobody said nothing. The homie was still up under the thing. So everybody got up out the Child hall, and the homie that he knocked out was still laying there. And so, yeah, he had to get DP. And like I said, they want him to get DP, not pity pat, baby B Brave shit. Like Blood, and then we knew Blood be knocking shit out. So me and Munchie knew we gotta sock Blood out. Like, nigga, ain't no taking no easy, cause if he get you, you down. You down. You better go in there aggressive, nigga. He was a big young nigga named KK. Nigga had that wavy ass silky hair, put it in a ponytail on a dead homie. He's like one of them chocolate dark stocky bull niggas. Big nigga for his like nigga play football. That nigga, he could start a hood. That nigga had his hair in a ponytail and that little curly ass afro, the little afro puff. That's all he did. And then if he did, he would wear the two braids to the side like me. That's when I had braids. And on my mama, we had a Boo by Blood. It was like me, Munchie, and I think Woody Langs from PDL, rest in peace. Woody Langs with the red hair and the green eyes. And I fought Woody Langs too. Because he was mad I beat up Papa. Papa from Squiggly Langs. Talking about I know Blood from the street. Well, and Munchie was like, damn, Blood, since you gonna run a back fade, I might as well run a back fade on you. I was like, nah, I'll get down with Woody. Like, I felt kind of bad that I punched out Papa like that, but a fade is a fade. Like, I ain't gonna never admit it, but I felt bad because I socked Blood out, but he was talking shit. And then we was talking shit. We was on the workout pile, and he was with Woody. So I went to Blood Cell by myself, nigga, with both the niggas. I told him, nigga, you jump me, nigga. I'm telling all the LA homies, nigga, y'all down, baby. So I'm in there fighting Papa, fucking Blood up, and Woody like, come on, Bud, don't let nothing do you like that. Come on, Bud. Oh, Bud, I'm gonna get up in there. And I just kept squabbling. I just waited for Woody to dope fiend and do something. I just kept going, and y'all could jump me, knock me out up in here, cool. When I wake up and I tell the homies what y'all did, y'all out of here. Y'all out of here, bro. And then just let Munchie alone hear about it. If I already smashed, he gonna hear I smashed Papa. So it's all Woody now. It's all Woody, bro. And Munchie ain't finna play with you neither. Munchie just like me. We not fighting for fake skis, nigga. Like, no, nigga. You talking about hitting me? Bam, nigga. Like, nigga, get to it then, nigga. Like, man, what? Waiting, talking. Me and Munchie would be walking like, man, these niggas talking, nigga. We walking. Where Blood Sale at? I don't care if Fat Frank from 5'9" Brim, San Diego. Punch Blood out too. Man, it ain't just no little homies, nigga. Big homie get it too. You owe the homie $150 green dot. Nigga, you been Hubba Bubba from Swan said you taking too long, nigga. And I'm here to collect my $50 green dot for whooping your ass. Facts. But I'm a different bad. I ain't gotta pop it like who's. I'm living it. I ain't out there on the corner talking like this in front of little kids. trying to get them turned up to the good old days or the old days or the bad days. Cause it really wasn't no good days. Cause when niggas start sinking into that motherfucking dirt, you realize life ain't no goddamn video game. Facts. Like I said, I could do this content stuff all day. Especially if somebody from my neighborhood or somebody from Inglewood was to say certain names, because they know me. I don't look no different. Every time I came back to Inglewood, I don't care if I did 6 years in prison. Get out, go to Inglewood, swap meet. The only bad thing I ever heard somebody say was, "Blood, we thought you was dead." I said, "What?" It was like, "Yeah, blood, you been gone so long, woo." Niggas was telling niggas you was red. I was like, yeah, they was like blood on everything. Niggas giving me hugs. I was fresh out the pen and I had long ass hair. I'm at Inglewood swap meet in the beauty salon section right there on Market. Man, I'm getting hugs from niggas. Niggas like, blood, you look the same, blood. Like, you ain't even aged. I was like, yeah. They was like, look at us, nigga. We got kids. I was like, yeah, me too. And it was IF niggas that I grew up with. Yeah, that was about like 2010. Because I got out July 27, 2010. And I was turning 25. And yeah, I ran into them niggas in Inglewood swap meet. And I didn't even feel like, oh nigga, they finna murk me. Like, it was just like brothers, like how we grew up. Now maybe if it was some other niggas from IF that I didn't grow up with, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's up there. But I was big, swole, looking like a Samoan. Fresh out, nigga. You couldn't fight me, bro. You couldn't wrestle me. I was 220 pounds. So, yeah, it just, like I said, God be looking out for me. Because I get passes when passes do. If I see my relatives over there hanging with their homies from the 6-0s, when we was over there trying to do our little 1-2, I'll pass. They ain't that thirsty. But God got a plan for everybody. And we was only over there on business because y'all came over here on business. Shit like that. But I made it. 40 years. 40 straight years in Los Angeles, California. I have to tilt my own hat to that. Never hear from nobody. Try to pick up the slack of the hood when nobody was out. Niggas hitting up all on the walls. It was too much. From the way it was to what is now, that lets you know you getting older. But you don't realize you're getting older because it's your first time doing life. But as you get older, you start seeing your blocks different. You start looking at the old ladies different. You start looking at the women with the kids different. Before, man, they used to have to ask us to move out the way on their stairs to their apartment building. And we be mad, busting tires. But man, you lucky we let y'all live here. Used to say shit like that. We lucky we let y'all stay here. For real. It's like some spoiled brat type ish. But that's what the hood do. Beneficial? Nah. Brotherhood to a certain extent. To some. You always get the favoritism of the families that's from the hood. They always get better treatment. They'll slide on a DP. You mandatory touch you up. Then that starts building character or to break you. Either it's going to make you stronger and stay solid, or you're going to turn to a whack 100 and be a rat. I don't care what whack say. You're sitting on many people's paperwork at your house. Who made you judge and jury? And what gangster nigga goes through paperwork like the DA? And then you always got the content. How you get the content if you don't have an app to where officers like the Grid program, Munchie, and anybody else, why do you think they get this content faster than anybody else on the net? Or why do they have so much detail? Or why do you think so many people be like, oh yeah, that's a real nigga, woo, woo, woo. This real nigga is getting real information from real officers. You know who they report into and you break them off a check monthly? And then I would never forget the famous words of Munchie. I get paid to be from IF. Bro, my hat did this. Drunk, sober, whatever. How did you fix your lips on national TV to say I get paid to be from Inglewood families? And you talking about your homie still mess with you and they know you mess with the grid program? I don't want to, nah. Certain ones, but Munchie can't hang out all day neither. You know why Munchie can't hang out all day? He already got hit in his head by his homies. Munchie has no room to speak on nobody's gangsterism. You took one to the dome by somebody from Inglewood families. So you mean to tell me, as a human being, male or female, you would continue to bang a hood that put one in your mental? You know, headshots is 9 times out of 10, you out of here, bruh. That's the worst way to get done, Mr. Munchy Crunchy can't see B. But you walk tall. You say B team. You call yourself the mayor. You know why you feel that way? And I can kind of figure out why you turned Inglewood family. You stole your big brother name from Crenshaw Mafia. But since your pops is from Swans and told you that Inglewood has a Swans, but they Inglewood family. So you took a little of your older brother and then you took a little of your dad and made your creative player. 1 + 1 is 2. Add another one and make 3. On bloods. Nigga know your program. Nigga just, you like a potato head. You took this, put some ears in, took this, put your lips on, took this, put your glasses on, put this, put your hat on, put this, put your shoes on. Yeah, you potato head like a motherfucker. That's what you did. The more I just think about Munchie, I'm like, how the fuck did you take this nigga name and then go to Inglewood family and your brother from Crenshaw Mafia? Oh, you took your brother's name because he was a hot boy in the streets from Inglewood. But your daddy, because y'all don't got the same daddy, your daddy was from Swans. Your mama's a church lady. Don't know how that happened. His dad's gang banged out and his mama's a church lady. Straight up church. That's his mama. That's Munchie, both the Munchie's mama. On Sunday. I don't know how that happened. So if your dad from Swans, I know he told you to be from IF. Or you just took that up on yourself. Because you was pick apart. Why? When I pick up Munchie on that BMX, that Mongoose, whatever I had, every Christmas I got a bike certified, nigga. My dad made sure every kid got a new bike. If I got a bike, everybody got a bike. All the way to the little ones that had training wheels. Dead homies, Huffies, all that shit. So when I pick up Munchie, little Munchie is behind that black screen door. Watching us and watching Munchie get on the pegs. On the front, like you sit down, put your fan. I had the pegs in the front and the back. I didn't really like niggas riding my back. That was kind of gay to me. But yeah, and I pick up Munchie and we'll go straight over there from the dime blocks and we'll go straight over there to the Mafias. And then if the Mafia shit ain't got nothing bracking, nigga, we smashing all the way through the lucky, I'll be respectful, the legend. I will smash through the legend Crips. And then, nigga, we already burned it up. So, nigga, I'll probably have a red hoodie. That's why I said them niggas was never outside. Niggas was riding down Osage, Larch, Myrtle, all that. Nigga, Flower, nigga, whatever street, nigga. We was riding down there and go to the hood, man. That's why, like, when all of us start catching cases, that's when they start bodying niggas. It seemed like when my generation was barely turning 18 and 19 and we was starting to make names, we started getting swooped up because we grew up in the hood and the police knew us. And then these other niggas that's ops, nigga, that's why I said, man, we know more 6-0 than we know A-Trade gangsters. Nigga, we went to school with 6-0s and shit like that. Nigga, I don't even know that many A-Trade gangsters. Nigga, I'm older than that nigga. But do you know who I do know? I know Superman from A-Trade. I know Big Diamond, the one that was messing with the girl from 6-0, that was unalive in a gang of people. That Big Diamond, he was my next door neighbor on the level 4 in Lancaster. D-Yard. We was in building 3. 1 and 2 is EOP. 3 and 4 was mainline. 5 building, and it might be a 6, but it might just stop at 5. That was people with drug programs on a SAP program, and they had to go to these classes and stuff like that to go home earlier. Facts. And that's how I came up. So Munchie ain't been in no level 4. Munchie is arguing with Baby B Braids. He on the level 4. Munchie ain't did nothing dangerous to get his points up to go to level 4. That's how you go to level 4. When the court deems you dangerous. This is before you even got cracking in. You probably didn't even get caught like me. I never even got caught for a fight in jail. But when I went there the first time, level 4. 18 turning 19 years old. I think I was 19 when I got there. Yep. When I hit the level 4, I was 19. And I had 3 months before they stopped selling tobacco in the canteen. So I bought a gang of Bugler. I bought the pouches. I bought the cans. I bought Black and Mouths. I bought Bugler. I bought Tops. I bought a carton or two, whatever your limit was. A Newports. Yeah. That's when they used to do that. That's why I said I'm old, but when all those things was there, I was damn near the youngest you could be in prison to witness that. So that's why I said I know a lot of OG nigga shit, because when I got there, I was the youngest you can get on a level legally to be on a level 4. So I caught it 3-4 months before Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger stopped tobacco in prison. Yep. So when Arnold Schwarzenegger was the governor, that's when I went to prison. Facts. As I said, you can just listen to me, just pop it. And the way I give you details, Neptune ain't lying. Bosco be lying. I ain't lying. That's what I said on Spider Lope and Hefe. The internet is the internet. The streets is the streets. And Hefe, Spider was all through his hood, bro. Spider had the trees on him. Spider walking in the middle of the street. Spider took a post with a blicky. You could see the big old hole in the barrel, but he blurred it out because he know YouTube. You know niggas gonna tell. And not only did he have the homies sitting down eating the chicken, he had all the homies up there. He was like, yeah, these are 9-7s and woo woo woo. We talking about Peace Talker and Hefe now has turned full-fledged buffoonery for no humper. Hey, this how no jumper go. Lush is the virtual. How can we make this YouTube? Ratchet. Dot 304. Lush will do anything to stay on no jumper. They told you he cried. He cried when Adam 88 fired him. Then we gotta go even deeper. Your name is Lush. I've only heard that on a stripper pole. I never heard of a grown man call himself Lush. That's not manly. But mind you, Lush is a white / Southsider. Never forget that. He pushed a 13. He is Buddha Su 13. Gracias a ti. Yes, so. He's that. Camaradas. Homies. That's Lush. The errand boy. And then, hey, Munchie and Hefe, I got something great planned. I can't tell the world right now. I was driving to work, right? And you know me, man. I was just listening to some commentary. And then someone called me and gave me a call that gave me some great news. Yes, and I can say truly, like at the end of that conversation, I knew I was good. No, really, you told the world and you was so scared that you thought you was gonna lose no jumper because you wasn't making the money on no more because everybody got locked up, your loose cannons, your brick babies and all that. You thought the world was over. And then you, Munchie, my precious, precious Munchie. At least I can get a couple of thousand views out of Munchie because he is a top subject, and I'm going to talk about his peanut butter and his butt and this, and that. Man, he even played with Munchie. Munchie took the peanut butter jokes. How you think Adam 88 is your friend when he was pulling whack and loose cannon to say everything bad about you, but you still come to the same place? That's like somebody talking bad about you on a daily basis. You accept it and still keep coming around. But you tell the world you gangster. You tell the world don't try you. I'm confused. But back to Adam 88. Yo, I was driving and I got some great news. This is all I can tell you. Everyone that stood down and stayed down with no jumper. Yeah. Right, Lush?
Yes, it's gonna be something great for you guys, man. Like, what he told me, bro. You're gonna be financially straight, bro. Like, I can't tell you unless he tells you, but just know that, there's some great works for you guys if you guys stick around.
Yeah, that was the story punchline. And then Munchy Crunchy KCB. I don't know how to take that. Is it a good thing? Like his commentary is so basic. He like 8th grader. And then then you got Fat Auntie Aunt Keefy. You got Fat Black Chocolate Milk Coffee Dud sitting on the side. You don't know whether he on lean or not because he don't even know what to say no more. That the commenters be on him, the other podcasters be on him. Nigga, how you gonna get on full-fledged lives off the lean, Mr. Peacemaker? I thought you was positivity in LA. Lean ain't it, my boy. And matter of fact, once you eat them police donuts with them police and you get good and full, black people catch the itis. So you go inform with all the motherfucking police with Munchie B, allegedly. We'll keep it like that because they'll probably try to strike this, allegedly. And then y'all so full of the donuts that a fat boy can't stay woke. Facts. Carl Winslow looking ass boy. Man, anybody that's friends with Munchie that says monthly he reports to the police to get a check, you foul. You foul. He told you. Just by you saying that, I can't even call your phone. My number goes to your database. They gave you your phone. Hey, Munchie, answer me this. The phone that you report into, allegedly, well, it ain't alleged because you say you're part of the grid program. You said you get it. So, when you turn in this information, who gave you that phone? Or better yet, you might say, shit, I bought it T-Mobile. Okay. Who pays the bill monthly? Because if it's part of your job to report in, they got to give you something to work with. Your phone and every call, text, and DM gets you paid. You talk about whack and 600 privately recording niggas, you doing worse. They got the whole database of your phone, Big U phone. So anybody that they call, they have your information too. You ever thought or ever know? If we living in America and we know they don't tell us the truth all the time, do you think they would give everybody in the world a phone and have their own privacy that they can't tap into whenever they want to? You crazy in the mug. That's why you got them 11-year-old, 12-year-olds making threats for Lil Durk court case to the judges and the DAs and this and that. And then he did that from his quiet home. And they located it. And when they went there, they thought they was looking for a grown man. He's 11 to 12-year-old making them threats to the judge and the DA, talking about free Durk. How they find that? You tell me. How they find that? How do they know where he lived without having the intelligence on it before they even sold it to you in the store? I even think that every phone company pay taxes to the feds. Any mobile device, I believe, has to pay their own side tax for each phone. Besides what it costs to, bring it over here, export, deport. No. Service. All that extra money in connection, that money's been, you wonder why to get a phone costs so much. To buy the right plan, you're gonna walk out of there spending like $500-$600 getting a real phone. Me, it's gonna be like $1,200 because I'm gonna get an iPhone, but I'm gonna pay cash. Now I might keep it black and don't get insurance, but the iPhone is mine, and whatever plan. You a good $1,200, $1,300. Why do you think it costs so much? And then we talking about China. China is making these phones. We know China, everything that's made in China costs real cheap. Cheap, like a bird. Why do phones cost so much? Taxes are coming over and taxes in to tap in to their network. Facts. Well, I'm going to end that today, y'all. I feel a little hungry. My stomach ain't rumbling, but I do feel the pains. And I've been up. I know it's still early for y'all. Me, it's 10:30. And I've been on here since like 8. So, like I said, be prepared for more videos. I'm going to do that off top. More videos mandatory. My shorts, I'm going to keep them coming. And my lives, I can't promise the best, but I'll always start off in the morning. And I might just pop out throughout that day. So if you see me one time on live, don't be surprised when you see me again. It's another Say Less Moments TV. Shout out all my viewers right now, all my subscribers. Much love. Keep tapping in, and I'm going to stay pumping it. Say Less Moments TV, Neptune Lagoon, Westside Foes. I'm outie.